Aaron Nola, we talked about it, of course. He's also been fantastic.
He was great.
You needed that. We already had a chance to dive into that a little bit more, but for Aaron Nola to have an opportunity to kind of get back to his spot of being the guy. 18 quality starts of at least 6 innings pitched with 3 earned runs or less this season. Aaron Nola, the numbers and the conversation that he's cemented himself into. His 37th career regular season start versus the Braves, the most by any pitcher against them since Major League Baseball realigned back in '94, 2 years after I was born. And in that time, he's been able
you had to throw that in?
Well, I feel like for context, it helps paint a picture. Like, I'm a whole adult, and I was 2 years old when this happened. Okay. So that just shows how long it's been.
Hey, Fit Dad, CEO, what up?
So when you look at it, and for Aaron Nola to now have passed Cole Hamels, Livan Hernandez, Steven Strasburg, like he's the longevity and the durability of him
and that's why you
been
paid
phenomenal.
Him. And like he's kind of similar to Castellanos in the weird public perception world where like people think they're much worse than they actually are. I think it's probably attitude based. Like Aaron Nola is just kind of like, he's almost like Scotty Scheffler in that like golf and baseball don't define me. Like I'm more than this game. I just happen to be really good at it. Like they have that kind of attitude where Aaron Nola is like very chill. I don't think he gets too stressed out by baseball. It's kind of like not who he is. And I think Castellanos to a degree has that too. But like publicly, people get on them for some reason. Maybe it's because your expectations are so high, because they're paid so much, whatever it is. But they're both very like chill, steady guys that are really, really good. And for whatever reason, the public perception sometimes gets on them. And Aaron Nola showed you this time last year, he kind of turned that corner into serious, it's about to be Red October mode, had a really strong September, really strong playoffs. You're kind of seeing him do the same thing again now. And he's been phenomenal lately.
He has been.
And they need him. They need Ranger, but they definitely need Nola.
And Renee, you brought up a name, Livan Hernandez, who we're getting there.
There he is.
You brought up a name, Livan Hernandez, who, numerically speaking, isn't in Aaron Nola's category. But the thing about Livan Hernandez is he was a workhorse. He took the ball every start. He had back-to-back seasons where he made 35 starts. He led the league in innings pitched 4 consecutive years.
Did he really?
He did.
Wow.
Aaron Nola is a workhorse. Aaron Nola has an outside shot. My expectation is he will get it probably 4 more starts. If he gets a 5th, you might get there. Has an outside shot at 200 innings pitched again this year. But even if he doesn't get there, he is 4th in innings pitched in Major League Baseball this year. No surprise who's number 1. Logan Webb is like the league's workhorse anymore. Seth Lugo, a little surprising that he's at 2. But Logan Gilbert has been awesome for Seattle. And Aaron Nola's 4 at 172 and a 3rd innings pitched. I know that there is flack on Aaron Nola for gives up a lot of home runs. There's been times this year where like the Pirates game stands out where they stake you a 3-0 lead. You give it right back. They get the lead back. You give it right back. But in the months of August and, in the month of August specifically, but at the back end of July, I think Aaron Nola has gotten better as the year goes on. And that tends to happen with him. But the one thing that you can't deny is he racks up a lot of strikeouts. He's been really good this year in the last month and a half or so.
Yeah.
And he's going to eat you a ton of innings. And Renee, you go back to that stat. What is it? They're like 900 baseball team with 7 innings or more pitched. It's
something like that.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's a guy that can get you 7 on any given start. So
you got 4 in the bullpen that should lock it down for you.
So the workhorse mentality for Aaron Nola is, I think, almost an underrated stat.
Dombrowski said that's why we paid him. Is that durability? You can count on him for 200 innings, and there's not many guys throughout baseball that can do that.
Well, since 2018, Aaron Nola has pitched. He pitched 212 and a half in a third innings, in that season, 202 in a third. This is not, the 2020 season is not included in this list. 180, 205, 193 in the regular season, plus another 48 and 2/3 in the playoffs. And he already on this season is sitting at 172 in a third innings as of September 3rd. Aaron Nola is Mr. Durable. He is somebody that you can count on. And to your point, Jamie, that you bring up about Nick Castellanos, Aaron also has been that guy that's been someone that the fans have been unhappy with. And it's been the ups and downs of Aaron Nola. He does have games. We remember the RAV4 fourth inning struggles. We remember just even last season, especially the struggles of Aaron Nola. When he's off, he's off. And it's frustrating because you know what he can do.
Balls, yeah.
Right, but I think part of it for him and for Nick is because they are guys that play so much. You know, Nick being an everyday right fielder, Aaron being a on average 200-plus innings guy, you're naturally going to have points of that stretch where you're going to drop and it's going to dip. And then for him to be somebody that you can count on that can get you 6-7 innings with the success this team has had when their starting pitching goes deeper into games, you know, that in itself is value that this team needs. Will he give up a couple runs? Yes, but he's also going to help you win games, and he's going to leave the mound, as he talks about, knowing he set the team up to win. So with him, he gets to start against the Braves. There's some other really crazy stats, and this one I want to share with you guys.
The thing with him is, like, if he can just limit it to solo home runs and not the big back-breaking home runs, because typically a solo home run doesn't kill you.
Exactly.
Right? You can bounce back from that. It's when he gets the guy on first and second and gives up a 3-run shot. That's really kind of the backbreaker.
Well, and the thing is, too, he doesn't walk guys, right? He's walked 43 guys this year. When he gets in trouble, you'll see, like, they just kind of pick and shoot, the single, and then the home run hits, right? So he doesn't walk a ton of guys, so his whip's always low. We're not doing it right now. We're having a conversation. We're not doing it right now. I'll get back to it.
But the people viewing don't know who's talking, Tyler. There he is.
It's me every day.
Yeah, but they want to see your beautiful face. You got a Penn State football show launching today.
It's true.
This is a big Tyler Zulli day.
It's definitely a big Tyler Zulli day.
But his whip's always low because he doesn't walk a lot of guys. So as long as he's keeping the walk rate in check, you're not going to get killed by solo home runs.
Sure. Yeah, and to your point, he still has a 3.29 ERA, a 1.15 whip. He's got 162 Ks on the season. He's 12-6 and has pitched over 172. He's now pitched 172 in the third inning. So I know for everybody in the chat, Ari, what's up, Ari, Fit Dad, Steven, Lawrence, John Peace, K-Red, like Aaron Nola is Mr. Durable, and he's a guy you can count on. He's the only other active pitcher that has over 100 games with his current team, or who's won at least 100 current games with their active team. Has won at least 100 games with his current team that's active, along with Clayton Kershaw. There's the words.